Hi everyone, it's me, the initial presenter of the group 5. We have 5 members in our group, Sabita, Kusal, Rivak, Promise and me, Kesab. We have made altogether 13 slides explaining the lessons that are learned from the identification of a successful ERP and implementation of Toyota and Starbucks, including the references slide. Here I am going to begin with my first content slide. Despite having many positive sides of ERP, it's not supplying the proper needs for employing staffs, due to which the people aren't being able to get the position that they were looking after, which is one of the major problem of the ERP system. This is one of the natural observations that have been made after both companies in question were studied. ERP is something that requires a lot of training, which is not something that the most of the companies are well equipped to be handling, especially the ones that are completely new in the market. Here in this slide, I want to make it clear that the training session for ERP needs to be within line with the process of business, and the users of the IT will have to be trained for any technical aspect of the system of ERP. Among the many other cons of the system of ERP, there is also the cost of software of the same, which requires third-party add-ins, and cost of implementation, maintenance, and continuous and initial training. So the training is expensive, which smaller companies will not be able to undertake, and it needs to be covering all the features of the ERP system. Now I want to pass my turn to Savita for the rest of the slides. Thank you.
Hello everyone, how are you? This is Savita Singh, student ID 190849. First, I would like to thanks to Mr. Kesav for his brilliant presentation and handing over the rest of the slides to me. Today, I'm going to discuss about the ERP software in the company. As we all know that ERP is the most important and one of the foremost steps, since there are innumerable options that are available to choose from. This step is extremely important, as has been shown by the companies that are chosen is because the global software market for EWRP is almost worth $41.69 billion as of 2021, which shows that the impact of the system is very evident. The company of Starbucks and Toyota have shown that as globalization threatens to squeeze market for many of the existing industry, it is very important to be seeking out the tools for giving business the competitive edge that they are looking for. Therefore, choosing the ERP software for the company is the correct and most important things to do. So to begin with my next slides, it is like this. The ERP software choosing is an important step, since it can help the companies to be managing the function of the business within an integrated and centralized system. The software has helped both the companies being studied in working within supplies, and it's seen by helping out in tracking of all the movable parts of the manufacturer and its distributions. The company in question apparently have succeeded since they took the path of software acquisition of ERP that was based on the normative or rational decision-making views that was embedded within a wider life cycle of the ERP system. So this is all about my slides. So I would like to hand rest of the slides to Kusal Adhikari. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Kushal Adhikari. My student ID is 200411, and thank you Sabita for handovering the presentation to me. So here are my presentation slides, as you can see, and I'm going to discuss the points that we learned from the assignment that we did for Toyota and Starbucks. So here it goes. As it is already understood, the phase of acquisition that is known to be compromising of selecting the ERP packaging that fits best the requirement of the companies for the minimization of needs for customization. This decision can be based on myriad sub-stage that covers the collection of necessary information along with comparison and evaluation of the system alternatives that are being considered for being able to make a choice. If the companies which are consulting are not already engaged with the initial stage of the life cycle of ERP, it is very likely that they shall be entering that stage to be supporting the company and especially to be following the phase of implementation, as you can see in the given diagram as well, the ERP life cycle phase. So here is my another slide. This is also that the points that we learned from the Starbucks and Toyota company. So the phase of implementation has also helped both companies since it deals with the respective parameterization and customization along with the adaptation of the system of ERP package that is chosen. This phase is the one that is usually undertaken with help of consultants of the company who know the ways that are the best and can also offer training and implementation. This is the area that also offer train that also compromise implementing all of the software and hardware related resources that are required for the introduction of the system of ERP to the organization. Beside the change that are technically, the implementation of the system of the ERP includes the changes in organization that will cause the consequences that are directly in relation to the flow of information, culture, knowledge, tasks, and people. And as you can see in the given diagram as well, so this is my presentation for today. I'd like to hand over to my next classmate. Thank you.
Thank you, Kushal. I'm Pramesh Biswakarma, current student of BBIS and AIH. Today we are presenting on the case study of Toyota and Starbucks. Organization and information systems have mutual influence to each other. Organization must be open to information system to be fully benefited from new technologies. In the maintenance and the use phase, the products within the company are used in ways that the returns are expecting benefits and disruption is minimized. So the system that is being used and the process of business is affected should be controlled regularly and also verified with benefits and goals being formulated within the early stage of the ERP lifecycle. On the next slide, we have systems improvements that were implemented at that stage by both companies. ERP system integrates many functions across the business like finance, HR, sales, manufacturing to deliver benefits such as increased productivity and efficiency. There are system improvements that were implemented at that stage by both companies. The steps to get companies ready for accepting ERP is to be identifying the problem and setting scope, goals, and objectives as one in the case of Toyota and Starbucks. Now I'm going to hand over this presentation to Riba. Thank you, everyone.
Hi everyone, my name is Ribok DC and I'm going to continue the presentation with slide 11. So in this slide we have been talking about the ERP in business in an organization. So it has already been pointed out, ERP is requiring a lot of training which is not possible by any small company, so they have to be bigger so that they can afford the whole process. In regard to the training, the company had to make sure to make the employees acquainted with the fact that it is a process of a computer training program that deals with certain aspects like the relevant software, IT, along with various business processes, etc. The problem with training were avoided by both Toyota and Starbucks by making sure that the training program was crafted bearing in mind that people were working professionals and graduates. And I want to continue with next slide. So resuming with slide 12, the ERP comes with several other ways to exceed the budget, which had to be taken care of by Toyota and Starbucks by budgeting them so that labor costs were not exceeded by both the companies. This was done post realizing that labor is supposed to be a critical part of the implementation of process of ERP. So with this after this all the references are there, and with this our presentation ends. Thank you so much everyone to give us chance to show the presentation. Have a good day.